Hey, people, what's up? How you doing? How's the rain? Oh, yes, it is raining, isn't it? A lot of people are getting a lot of rain. I am also affected. Seems it's covering a very large area. Hey, what can I say, people? Excuse me, still having a little bit of a cough, but I'm still here. What else? I'm gonna go over the whole health issue with Foodie Beauty. I guess there really isn't anything else other than that. Let me see if Crystal has anything. And then let me check if Dragon Lord Frodo has anything because he's an early riser. That guy's sometimes up at like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. So that's another thing. So let me check. Dragon Lord Frodo. What has he been up to? Hey Dot, what's up? How's it going? Cypher, Miss Honey Bunny, Marie, what's going on? Sandra, hey there, Sandra. How's it going? Random Fish, Ash, Tip Top. Hello, Tip Top, what's up? And everybody else that's just listening, not raining where you are. Yeah, but can you put Timmy and Timber in one PFP? Yeah, I should actually do that. That's a pretty good idea. Yeah, let's do that. Timmy and Timber in one picture. All right, ever since Dragon Ball Photo told us how he got fired, which was when was that? Today's Friday. That was like Wednesday night. He hasn't, well, actually, he has a different channel. If you didn't know, Dragon Lord Photo has a gaming channel. I happened upon it for a strange reason, randomly, in fact. And he's been quite active over there. I guess he's going to be even more active. It's not like the guy's going to be out of an apartment, right? His apartment, his place is still paid for. And he's living his best life. Maybe I should take a look at Jurator's channel. Yeah, I can take a look at I guess Jason wiping Shani's ass, Shani eating cheese cheese steak in front of a starving Jason. Man, when you fall off, you really fall off. I mean, Jason was picked by Shani because he was effectively a millionaire. And that was actually true. He had hundreds of thousands of dollars. He had a house in Pennsylvania that he gave to G Man for like $1 that he could have, still stayed in. And he's supposed to be doing litigation. A specific, and what's it called again when you litigate to get properties or monies owed to you because, they've been willed to you? I forgot what it's called, but somebody's going to remind me in the chat. Yeah, let's take a look at some Shiny right after Foodie Beauty's health issues. So she has diabetes too. Is she like the only person that kind of figured that she actually has diabetes too? She's like the last person to know because we been you, didn't we? Happy Friday, Edna. How's it going? Happy Friday. TGIF, everybody. Can't believe it's a Friday. It's the end of the week. It's the long weekend over here. A lot of people are leaving work right now. Actually, it's lunchtime. They're taking a half day or they're just not coming in. Maybe they're saying that they're sick. It's more like they're sick of working and they're going to the cottage. It's the unofficial start of the summer in Canada. Victoria Day weekend, aka the May 2 for a weekend, which sometimes, most of the time, doesn't actually end or drop on May 24th. It's just whenever Monty's leaving work confirmed. A lot of people, you know what? The streets in Niagara Falls was quite empty. Yes, I was in Niagara Falls last night. Don't blame me, okay? Don't blame me. I went to go eat out in Niagara Falls with friends and it was pretty empty in the falls, I tell you, man. Don Cherry's restaurant in Niagara Falls is no more, has been no more for a while. Currently still there. I wish the falls have actually gotten a little bit expensive, Cypher. I'm telling you, the falls have been gotten a little bit too expensive for me. Monty can't afford it. Let's go. Let's see what Foodie Beauty and her diabetes has to say.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So this video is actually going to be about my previous video, uh, and I'm doing a lemon mukbang.
I'm always in the fall, Cypher. Maybe I'll bring you along.
The pleasure and the pain. If my skin looks like oily, it's because I um, haven't been moisturizing my face like I should be. So I put like I bought a moisturizer. I bought two moisturizers from Lush. One I use regularly, the Skin's Shangri-La. And if you know Lush, you know that's one of the best ones, um, for sure. So I haven't really been using it. Like I go through bouts where I just don't care about my skincare routine. So now I care. And I know that sounds so weird. If you're not inside my head, you probably will never get it. I'm trying my best to make you
Mm-hmm.
guys understand, but
Sure.
so I use this other moisturizer um, piece because it has
Exactly that.
cocoa butter, almond, and aloe. And I don't know, I just like I find it a bit too heavy and not greasy, but just heavy, that cocoa butter heaviness to use as like an everyday moisturizer. So I actually use it as a moisturizing mask. So I don't really waste it. Like a kind of an overnight mask or just a mask when I'm not going to be putting on makeup and I'm just going to be staying at home. So yeah. Um now
Right, Dot. Exactly.
yesterday I did a video where I said I had a new health problem. And I didn't really want to talk about what it was. Um, there's just some times where I feel like more vulnerable and like I don't want to talk about certain personal things. It's not that I'm trying to like clickbait you guys. Um, you know, because I did have a new health issue, but I didn't really just want to talk about it. It's not something like it's something
Johnny Met
that
works
could
great.
potentially be serious. Um, but it's
True.
not like right now super serious.
I think diabetes is really right now super serious. I think her blood probably is molasses and the amount of sugars that she eats. I actually went out to eat at the Flying Saucer. Yes, it's called the Flying Saucer in Niagara Falls. Yeah, actually, the restaurant actually looks like a flying saucer. It's been around for quite a while. Do you know what I order when I eat out a lot? Well, I'll order food, but I'll just drink water because there's so many things just piled in sugar in drinks and other things that I've been making a point to eat, drink as much water as possible to just lower my sugar content because sugar is just like all over the place. There's so many things that people eat and drink that they believe doesn't have sugar, but it does. What does Flying Saucer serve? They serve a American style food. So you got your typical burgers and fries, pizza, and lasagna, all types of like American style stuff. But I mean, you get a fair deal for a fair price. Plus, the owner sometimes there. She's a pretty quiet lady. I mean, it's a pretty cool laid back restaurant. If you want to go and your kids. I don't know if your kids likes UFO stuff. It's a pretty cool restaurant to go to.
As long as
Yeah, just I
really
just
start
drink
taking care
water.
of myself. So, and this is the thing, like this is it's just like I feel like just health wise, everything is just crumbling down. And I'm not coming on here, to ask for sympathy. I'm just here to share my personal experiences in life. Good.
Yes, yes, they do use the fake sugar. The corn syrup stuff is really affecting a lot of people. Didn't we have this conversation? I think we had this like 3 years ago. We had it 2 years ago with the whole corn syrup thing, and a lot of people are getting diabetes based on one person's idea to replace and substitute real sugar for something else. Who was that guy again that did that back in the day? And he's literally changed the face and the weight. You see what I did there? They just changed the face and the weight of America. Yeah.
Good and bad, and um, regardless of the reception of them, basically. So, probably drink a lot of water in between. Um, there's quite a few new people um, that are watching me now. I see a lot of comments. I'm new here. I'm new here. So, in case you actually, a lot of my videos are privated, my old ones, so you can't really go back and see like the health journey from the beginning in a lot of ways. So basically, I'll just give you like a recap of my health issues. Um, to and then I'll explain what's wrong with me now. So, where do I even start? Actually, I'll just start with like obesity related illnesses. I don't want to get into like my whole health
Exactly,
history,
camps.
but currently the illnesses I have that are related to my morbid obesity. So I have um, sleep apnea, which I've had for years now. I don't even know how many years. I would have to think, and my brain's not braining. So It's been years since I've had that. Um, had the whole sleep study done, which is horrible, by the way. I don't know. Like when I'm forced to sleep at a certain time, it just doesn't work for me. So, um, yeah. So that was interesting. But I got diagnosed with sleep apnea. How I knew I had sleep apnea, I get asked that a lot.
You read that some grapes are injected with flavor to make them more delicious. Yeah, you'd be surprised the amount of stuff and how modified your food is, Tip Top. Speaking of like weird food, I want to try a red banana. I have never tried a red banana, and I want to try a black diamond apple. If you've never heard what a black diamond apple is, it's a variety of apple from they're cultivated in the Tibetan region, right? And they're based on like the light waves, the ultraviolet light waves that they get. They actually get dark skin, and it's supposed to be a very tangy flavor with these apples that are really expensive, and you can only find them in certain places. But they're supposed to be like super, super delicious. It's amazing. Have you guys heard about them? You want to try the pink pie? There are so many things out there that you just don't know of, right?
Was actually my mother noticed. Um, wow, my eyes look bloodshot. I'm just tired. So some weird noises going on. Just I hope they're not too distracting. So
Ah, nice,
I
random.
went to a cabin with my family. My grandfather like rented a cabin when he came down from Florida, and the whole family stayed there. This was years ago. You know, maybe in 2000, maybe in like 2018, 2017, 2018. I just like I was always tired because I wasn't getting good sleep, and I would wake up. One indicator was I would wake up with pounding headaches. I would wake up in the night, um, just like choking, and I didn't wouldn't know why. And then
Mm-hmm.
one time I fell asleep on the sofa, like sitting up, even with
Nice,
and my
tip
mom
top.
was there, and she's like, cutie, you're like, you need to get like sleep apnea assessment because you're like keep waking up and like gasping for air. So, um, until I had my sleep study, I would sleep like propped up on the couch in my apartment. And yeah, it was not fun. So finally, when I had my CPAP machine, it was like a relief. I could sleep well, and I've had it since. Um, so I have sleep apnea, and if you don't get that rectified, it's very dangerous. It
It
increases your blood
is
pressure,
extremely
and
dangerous.
um, yeah, it's not you have to get it treated eventually because it's can lead to like heart problems and sometimes death if I'm left untreated. So um, then a few years ago, I also um, had pulmonary embolisms, which I've had twice. The first time, I just noticed a lot of chest pain, and that went into my back.
The last time that she told us she had some severe chest pain and heart issues was when she took the powder. Remember that time she went over to her uncle's, was supposed to stay there because her uncle was in the armed forces and he has experience with former officers or soldiers. I forgot what it is. I don't even know what rank he is. Was he an officer? Probably not. But I'm just saying that he has some experience with his friends, that were in the armed forces dealing with substance abuse and whatnot. But she left like that night. She was supposed to stay there for a couple days, get clean, get better, and she just took off. I remember that. That was like no. Was it 2 years? No, it's more like 2.5 years. Wasn't it in like 2021 that she went over there?
and like in the lung area. So, and I was like so short of breath, so short of breath, more than usual. I couldn't even, and I just like, couldn't do anything without, well, like walking a few steps, I would be so out of breath, and more than usual. So I went to the hospital and they did a blood test and found, like, it's called a D dimer test, and they found that I did have blood clots. And they did a CT scan and they found I did have blood clots. I had some pulmonary embolism in my lung. So they put me on warfarin, Coumadin,
Hmm.
and which is for people who are overweight the most effective option. Um,
Makes
but
sense. Good
I
old wolf.
had to get regular blood tests, um, INR tests, which were a pain until I bought my own machine. But before that, I had to go to the lab. Like, I think it was like it was, I don't remember, every week maybe. And so I asked to be put on another
I
medication.
thought this woman was literally gonna say she had to go every day. Do you know some people that diabetes hit and other factors hit so bad that they gotta get their blood cleaned every single day? I thought she was gonna say something like, "Oh, I gotta get tested every single day because it's just that important." She makes it seem as if this exhaustive testing is every day, but it was just once a week.
INR tests, which were a pain until I bought my own machine.
Hmm.
But before that, I had to go to the lab. Like, I think it was like it was, I don't remember, every week maybe. And so I asked to be put on another medication. So they put me on another medication at my request. Then they did warn me about the potential issues,
Hey,
but they
Shifter.
thought there would be a chance it would be okay, because there's a risk of, if you're put on a medication, like a certain like for people over a certain weight, mostly only Coumadin will work. So they put me on a different one where I wouldn't have to have the test done anymore. But the pulmonary embolism came back because it wasn't working. The medication wasn't working. So I went back on the Coumadin. So, which I'm not on anymore. I know a lot of people are going to think that's so dumb and risky, because they did like tests in my legs to see like where the deep vein thrombosis, like to see if it
Hmm.
was a deep, caused by a deep vein thrombosis, basically a blood clot in my legs or something.
Monty, you looked rather fat in that your mama or your mommy video. Are you cheating on? No, actually. I stuffed stuff underneath that Tommy Hilfiger sweater to make it look like I had what's it, alcohol gut. You know, when you drink a lot of beer, you got that like beer gut. Because at that point in time, we found out that Natter likes his alcohol, right? So that was my whole thing. I see people talking about it, that I got a belly on me. It was a skit, people. Come on. You don't think I'm gonna do something like, I don't know, make it seem like my belly is a little bit big? You thought I was with child? That was the whole point. I was supposed to be getting that beer belly going on.
So they scanned my legs. It didn't originate from there. So they're not really sure where, but you are at a very high risk of developing blood clots if you are sedentary and if you are overweight. So that's another thing I had.
Method acted.
Um, so then um, I recently was diagnosed um, in 2023. Was it 2023? It was like recently diagnosed with diabetes. I've had really high blood sugar for a long time, so I've probably had the diabetes for a long time. So I have that type
Exactly,
2.
Tiger.
Uh, so yeah, um, those are currently the obesity related illnesses that I have. Um, some tests were done.
Yeah, you guys remember that? Yeah, Cams, thanks for your reminder. I remember that. Like the nurse was coming out to the luxury villa, right? And she couldn't wake up on time because she had nads on the mind. So she'd be up way too late, and then the nurse would come like at a reasonable time in the morning, but she was still sleeping. How can I forget that? Yeah, that was one of the things with the whole diabetes scare situation.
So, and I got diagnosed with that.
Yeah, stir fries can be actually pretty good. Like I've had some amazing vegetarian meals because that is part of my household's diet is having vegetarian meals, within other types of meals. But yeah, a good some good veggies with rice with some maybe sriracha sauce always, does wonders. Maybe do a hard boiled egg put some spices on the egg on top, like it's amazing.
Here in Kuwait, I saw a doctor, and they through like urinalysis, you know, they do a urinalysis panel and blood work. Um, Found a high level of protein in my urine. Um, so my kidneys, you know, the beginning of having issues with my kidneys, which is common with people with type 2. I was told to drink a lot of water, especially with the medication for diabetes I was taking. Um, and that brings me now to
Where
uh,
we are.
recently, I've noticed like a very high increase in urination, like just always needing to urinate, like maybe every half an hour, literally, like just having to urinate and urinate.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have like pain in my side, like in the kidney area, like in my back. Um, and I was feeling like after like at the end of when I would go to the washroom, it would like
Facts.
I don't know how to explain. You
Random.
know that uncomfortable feeling when you have like a UTI, and I just felt nauseous a lot, like sick to my stomach. So come to find out, I have um, a mild like a kidney infection. It's not like severe. So I'm on antibiotics for that now, and Slaw picked me up some cranberry like extra.
Oh, really? I didn't even know this because back in the day, yeah, warfarin was used in a lot of patients where I was working. Yeah, sold under the name Coumadin in some countries. Why is the brand no longer available in USA and Canada? Because if you don't know, warfarin was originally rat poison. It was used to off rodents, rats. But then they found out in lower doses it had therapeutic results in human patients that have clotting, even idiopathic clotting. They don't know where the clots are coming from because that's what Foodie Beauty has. Nobody truly knows where the clots are coming from. Monty, can you please tell your girlfriend PG to stop making up lies about me? Thank you. Eggy, you know what? I thought we kind of called it quits, Eggy, since your last comment on my video. I told you that I got your mama now. I don't need you anymore. So what's PG saying? What's going on?
Extract that helps with like this issue um, at the pharmacy, and I'm trying to drink a lot of water. Um, and just I'm
Yeah, there's no way Foodie Beauty doesn't know what is on the horizon if she doesn't snuff, get up to snuff when take control of her diabetes, control it as much as possible because she might end up on dialysis. And that's not going to be fun. There's people who have to go to dialysis every day. Some of those people will get sick of it and they want to skip a day or two or three. And some of them can do it, others get into trouble because if you need to have your blood cleaned every day, that means you got to have your blood cleaned every day. And if you start to skip days, then that's when there's a lot of times you start not seeing people at the dialysis center anymore because they're doing certain things and it unfortunately catches up to them.
so tired from this. Hi, baby girl.
PG is saying
And
you use
I'm
socks.
just trying to feel better, so I'm resting a lot, and yeah. doing what I can, but sometimes I get really tired like this and sometimes I have more energy. It's like I don't know, it's weird, you know? Like when I was in the pool yesterday, I had a lot more energy, but I was still not feeling the greatest. And I'm
Yikes,
just
oil.
drinking a lot of water, try to flush it out. So I really want to try to be super careful what I put into my body. You know, it's critical at this point. I don't want to have kidney damage. I know people who um, have had uncontrolled type 2 and they were on dialysis and eventually, you know, the person I knew specifically is no longer with us, sadly. And
That what happens a lot
um,
with people. You really gotta watch what you eat when you're on dialysis. Like you truly gotta watch what you eat, and you gotta show up to your scheduled dialysis appointments because it's serious.
I I don't know how much damage is already done to my kidneys, but I don't want to have like kidney failure. So I'm trying to repair whatever damage is done, and I'm gonna do whatever I have to do on my part to do that, even if it's suffering like through the discomfort of the change and the, you know, trying to take control of my my eating disorder and, you know, food addiction and stuff like that. So yeah, another kind of bleak video, but I hope that it will have a happy ending and not an abrupt one, and I can just like keep going and doing wonderful things in life. I don't think I've fully lived. I don't feel like I have because I've done some really interesting, fun things in life, but I've always done them with a shadow hovering over. I have to follow up after the antibiotics are done with another urinalysis and blood test and see
Hmm.
how the kidneys are doing. But inshallah, this will help it. And, you know, as long as I do my part uh, and just pray, do my part and pray. That's
Yep.
all I can do. So, anyways, guys, thank you for listening to me. I always say that I feel like I have a lot of time, which is why I don't take myself seriously. And now I don't feel like I have a lot of time at all. So,
So you're saying she best throw her cheese out? Man, there's so many things probably in her fridge right now that even I wouldn't eat or eat a lot of. Yeah, there's a lot of work that Foodie Beauty needs to do right now, and I don't even think she's up for it because I think after a day or two or three, she's gonna start ignoring it again.
to deal with these issues. So, um, things can go when you have like diabetes like that and you start having chronic health issues because of it, things can go from bad to worse and like that. So, and that, you know, I know a lot of people tried to warn me about that, and you know,
Facts,
it's
that's
true. You know,
exactly
it's true. It can get really bad. So, anyway, um, thank you for listening. I always feel a bit better after I talk it out, and you know, I just didn't want to share at the time what was going on. I didn't feel like it. I was kind of just down and not feeling too good. I'm still not feeling too good, but I do I am going to. I am working on, you know, getting healthy. I haven't eaten anything today, but I woke up late. I don't feel terribly hungry right now. Head hunger, yes. I have that nagging head hunger, but physical hunger, I haven't been feeling well. Like I said, I have some
true target
nausea, so
talks.
yeah, just gonna tell it to shut up and go away and leave me the heck alone for a change. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Hope you're doing well, and yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.
Well, we shall see how Foodie Beauty adjusts her diet and her mentals to cope and get that diabetes under control with the help of medication. Like many people have stated, you can control your diabetes to certain points and levels with diet because diet does play a major role
I
in
have to pee
your
again.
diabetes stuff. So
Be right.
we shall
I mean,
see.
she'll eat you right out of house and home.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into Shiny for Christ. I haven't played Shiny for Christ in a while. Man, I haven't been keeping up with them. I think they're still at the uncle's because they were staying at Rev's former place that he owned, that G-Man owned at the time because he gave it to G-Man for $1. And I kinda fell off from that. So let's watch Shiny for Christ, Jason wiping Shany's booty. Yes, you heard me say that right. If you haven't seen this, shout outs to whoever told me about this stream. I just didn't
I need
play
to
it.
speak with one of you today. All right, Michelle.
Whoa,
All
whoa,
right.
whoa. What keeps playing? What keeps playing?
We're
All right, yeah. Let me take that off. So we're gonna do the who is Jason? Jason is Rev, aka as in Reverend, because he was supposed to be a preacher, but he's not much of a preacher. Long story, Jason. They both come from a community where people were very how do I put it, religious minded, and that's how Shiny found Jason. But aka what's his name called again? Baby Carrot, because he has a baby carrot. That's why. It was you, Charlie's mom. Thank you, Charlie's mom, for telling me. Who is that bandage man? Is it PG? Really, Eggy, PG's therapist? That is actually Timmy. Timmy is was bound to Hillbilly Belinda, and long story short, Timmy has gotten himself into some so Shani found Christ from Rev, who's a reverend. Um, she found Christ. I think she found Christ on her own. Because of the community that they were both in, if I understand the story correctly, they found each other. But Shiny, the story goes allegedly, supposedly, that Shiny was actually into G-Man, but she found out that Rev was actually well off based on his family and properties, and plus he got a couple $100,000 from his mom. So therefore, Shiny decided to go over to Rev because he had the money and they were gonna be rich. Queen Mummy Longlegs, what's up? You made the mistake of watching clips from their OnlyFans on Twitter. Oh boy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I watched those clips as well, Peach Cobbler. And I had the sweats, I had nightmares. Like, can you picture a super skinny guy with a really big woman? And OMG, it's like Shani was about to swallow him within them thighs, is all I'm saying. Anyways, let's get into this. Let's go. Shani thought she muted the stream, yes, but she didn't. Jason does live in hell.
I have to pee again. Be right back.
Oh my goodness.
Can I say neither, random fish? I'd rather watch Leslie Crystal than Shiny and Rev. Some is that the right answer? Or is neither? Neither will be the proper answer.
Ugh. We're gonna get functional. I think you're right. Yeah, that ain't nothing weird. That ain't prosperity gospel. It's just Jesus. You're talking about me. You need that? Yeah. Oh no. I think I got a drop of juice. Your hole isn't over.
What? Yikes, man.
I'm dropping a juice.
Ew. Why you have to tell him? Like, why does she have to tell him?
Oh. That's that coffee, damn it. That's right. All right. I think I got it out.
Yeah, those are getting bigger,
Right.
aren't they?
I'm getting on my knees. All right.
What the hell do you gotta get on your knees for? So you got it out. You're getting on your knees. You would think Shiny getting on her knees is a good thing, but is it she's getting on her knees so that Jason can wipe her ass? I guess
I think I got it out.
he's wiping her ass.
Right.
Random.
I'm getting on my knees. All right. Okey dokey. All right.
Let's do the deal.
I'm sorry if this is gross.
No.
She can barely reach.
Oh.
If you think Foodie Beauty and ALR is bad, reaching behind and wiping yourself, because that is an issue when you're super morbidly obese, you should see Shiny. Shiny literally can't wipe her ass. She can't. So Jason, I guess she has to go on her knees and then Jason wipes her ass for her.
No problem.
She does need a bidet. She does. What does she look like? Right in front of you, Cypher. But she has like mega thighs. If you've ever seen Shiny, you ever seen Shiny on a stretcher? Eggy's like, I'm out. Okay, Eggy, take care of yourself and your suck accounts. Yeah, every time she has to go to the washroom, he has to wipe her ass. She's very, very obese, Cypher. And let's get reminded of the living conditions that her kids were going through. It was really bad.
There is nothing they can do about this. Nothing. I would be totally into it.
Hey,
Otherwise.
you gotta clean it. So you gotta lick it. So you gotta clean it the way you need it.
Oh no. This man is licking it. So yeah, you better clean it properly because you're gonna have to be licking that ass, Jason. This is like a torture. I'd rather be in the what's that torture device with the spikes inside? It's like a coffin like structure. But can you imagine that Jason has to eat Shiny's ass and then she is reminding him, you better clean my ass good because you're gonna be licking this shit later.
There is nothing they can do about this. Nothing.
Facts dot.
I would be totally into it.
Hey,
Otherwise.
You gotta clean it. So you gotta lick it. So you gotta clean it the way you need it.
Yeah, I do.
Yikes.
Absolutely no pooping on.
You're welcome.
Is he also using some baby wipes?
Ooh.
Oops.
honey. We didn't mute.
Oops.
Oh, we did?
No.
Okay. Well, shit happened.
Well,
It's a real deal.
yeah, it is what it is.
It's a real deal.
Comes out of the toxic waste.
You heard some healthcare type activity.
Yeah, that I was gonna say that was captured,
That was.
and I'm like, no, this is not sexual, honey. This is medical. Like, I'd be into it completely, but right now I'm wiping your butt. So
Yes, he wipes my butt. Okay, are you happy, guys? He wipes my butt
that,
because my hips don't work.
right, you the stretch. It's not because you just I'm too lazy to. No, it's because you literally can't get your arm around that way.
No,
So-
my hip won't go that way.
This is why people get in-home nurses. I'm capable of it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I don't care. I did it. I took care of my mom. I never had to wipe her butt, but I washed her feet and I took care of her.
You have to for the ones.
Extralism.
Yes, it's one thing you do.
All right, so that is it. And then to really seal the deal, we got the next one is Shanny eating cheesesteak in front of a starving Jason. I did see this one. I haven't seen it, but we're gonna watch it right now. How can she really thank the man by doing this? He's starving, this man. They need cigarette money and pizza money. Remember when he used to come on and do sermons for like...
I mean, she'll eat you right out of house and home. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm a queen. I'm a princess. I'm a queen. I'm a princess. I'm a queen. I'm a princess. So
Right.
I got
Oh man, the fat.
I got this right here. Look at that.
Bastard.
This is the fat bastard, okay?
Oh my god,
And I got some Heinz ketchup.
the best.
So I'm gonna put that on. Oh my god.
like a Philly cheesesteak. They want to starve me though. No food for me. That's all right.
Oh my...
He's had some pieces of the meat. Don't let him.
Hey.
All right.
I couldn't do this. Is she really gonna do this? There's no food for him. No food for Rev?
Look at
Really?
that. That's amazing. Wow. That's an authentic. That's authentic, man.
Yeah, this
Like,
is authentic.
Beautiful northeastern Pennsylvania cheesesteak.
Oh yeah,
I'm drooling.
we got this.
On
You,
my
you're
side.
gonna take a bite of this too, man.
Okay, I was trying to play the game, but I guess I'm not going to play that right now.
Mm.
There should be a big Coke involved with that.
Mm.
Big
Mm.
Coke,
Mm.
Right? Is this a 10? Oh my god, it's like garlic bread, is it?
Mm.
Okay.
Wow, she gives him a bite.
Alright.
Yeah. Can you imagine she lost how much? But how much did she say she lost on? Well, how did she lose it? She lost on crypto. I think it was like $150,000 or $200,000. She lost on crypto in like a day. How the hell can you be so silly to lose money on crypto? There's only certain circumstances where you can actually lose money on crypto these days. Because I've talked about this and I will talk about it more. In fact, we should go over an article where this one person turned $3,000 into $46 million in the matter of a couple months just off of crypto. You heard that right. 3,000 to 46 million.
That's the best sandwich I ever had.
What's up, Lucy? How's it going?
Yep.
All right, so what are we doing with Arthur Morgan's situation with his fucking facial?
Okay, we were gonna do mutton chops.
You like that? You want no trim chin?
Fact speech cobbler.
That's
Do they
like
have
Lenny
jobs?
look. That's the
OMG. No, they don't, Marie. They were living a high life. They were going to places like Ruth Chris, dressing up in fur coats. Marie, have you ever seen old shiny videos? Yeah, when they were burning through, I'm not really sure how much money they actually did have. Maybe 450. I heard 450. I heard 600,000. I heard 700 or 750,000 US dollars. That's a small fortune, a significant amount of money. They blew through that money in about 3/4 years. How the hell can you burn through all that money in 3/4 years? Because they would buy expensive things and then just leave them. The amount of laptops that were left in Boulder, Colorado, mics that were left there, her pink chair that she had. Yeah, exactly. And so it's either 450 or 700 or 750K that Rev had. And yeah, they burned through it in a matter of years. And now they're this, which is going online and begging for money.
Let me look.
What do you think?
I like that. But do we want the chin hairs or no chin hairs?
No chin hairs with mutton chops.
You like this?
Mm-hmm.
Aw, that's it.
I mean, she'll eat you right out of house and home.
Zero on that.
I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, we're growing out his mutton chops.
And his hair.
Facts random.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the shower.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go here. We're going to...
Oh, my God.
That is the best sandwich I ever had. Weapon locker. We got that. Sawed-off shotgun carbine.
Thank you, Rachel.
A quip on your shoulder. I want... No. Carbine. Equip the shoulder. Okay.
Man, Rev is really handling this situation. A lot of men would have died inside. You know, having Shiny extort you to waste money, waste your family fortune that you had. Shiny was the one who told him to give G-Man the house that they got kicked out of for $1 because the house was worth a couple $100,000, right? So even if he had a minimum of 450K US dollars or 700 to 750K plus the house, if he had kept the house rather than giving G-Man the house as a secondary prize because he took Shiny away from G-Man. So G-Man got a prize, which is a house for $1. Plus, he's supposed to be in some sort of litigation. What is the word again when you litigate because you have the rights to property or money somewhere else? He still has I guess, significant portion he hasn't litigated. So there's still some money, but he just doesn't have the money for a lawyer, which is rather silly because you had a house and you had hundreds of thousands of dollars and you squandered it. Like, this is a very hard lesson. Actually, it's just really stupid.
Is it amazing? Change clothing. Okay, that's it. We'll
Yeah, that's hot.
Okay.
True
That's
Charlie's
already
mom.
for now.
Or the sports players, they say, I forgot which one it was, either football or basketball, up to like 30% of those athletes are broke in a matter of years because they spend like they do when they were playing the game, which you can't do because you only have a couple of years for most players to make all that money, and then you gotta live off of that or find a regular job, right?
And we're gonna sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna take a rest. And that's it. We're gonna go, what, 10 hours? Till morning. Yeah, why not morning?
See if you have to do some chores.
That's literally the best sandwich I ever tasted in my life.
Fact Cypher.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
God, I wish I had soda.
Same.
I should also say that Rev has been offered many jobs. I think one of the jobs was the grocery store job, or it was at a convenience store. You guys remember that from a couple of years ago? And he started making up excuses as to why he couldn't work. It's not that he couldn't work; he just doesn't want to work because he's so accustomed. Plus, but other people said, "Wait a second, doesn't he have was it wet brain? Is it Wernicke Korsakov? What's it called again? Wernicke Korsakov syndrome. Yeah, which are actually two different things. There's the Wernicke syndrome and the Korsakov syndrome, but it's called Wernicke Korsakov because both those things are typically seen in tandem with each other. So there's a lot of back history to Shiny and Rev.
God, I wish I had soda.
Same.
True random fish.
Oh, I really wish we had a soda.
That tastes so amazing. That's just as good as White House hoagies back in the day. Just as good. My horse. We're going back out for the day.
It's the best damn freaking.
Hosea. Is this hunting? Hosea? We'll do Hosea, I guess. I gotta eat stew though.
Okay.
What are you hunting?
Man, Arthur look at Arthur.
No.
Yeah, I like him.
Huge bear. One of the
I could not.
I reckon nearly 1,000 pounds. Oh my God. Full of weeks.
Oh my God, that's the best sandwich ever made. It really is.
Let's go. Weeks.
Oh my God, that's the best sandwich ever made. It really is.
Let's go.
Oh, give me a minute. I might rest my
you
stomach
still ain't
real quick.
supposed to see us?
Oh,
Some big loud
Oh.
bastard tried to rob me without
that is so good.
It's beyond, man.
You know how it is.
What was that from, Mont?
Yeah.
If somebody wants to buy me pad thai, I'd love you. I
Ew.
would eat the shit out of
That's
that. on
good.
camera.
Yeah, buy some pad thai.
That would really help me out because I could eat something.
Looking
Well, I'm
for
saying
sale?
if somebody wants to
I
treat
sure
street
you.
meat, because I could use something to eat. Like I just
Green curry would be beautiful.
that'd be amazing. Yeah. Oh man,
Of course, that's gonna affect
100%.
what
I
I
would be down with that.
pay.
I mean, she'll eat you right out of house and home. I'll tell you that right now.
Mm.
What? We're doing something.
Dum bum bum bum.
Green curry would be good for Rev. Why green curry?
Mm.
So, what's your plan? Well, we'll see if
Thank
we
you,
can
Lucy.
draw, but we might need to lay bait to draw them.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 3 bolts. we
I'm
can
having
fire
cheese
off
steak called the Fat Bastard.
Oh my God, amazing.
Is Windsor really getting that bad, Cypher, for like housing and stuff? I mean, Detroit isn't great, but is Windsor really like that?
finish packing.
Of course. I need you real quick. Come here.
Sure.
All right.
I don't think I'm good enough for them.
You
You
saved
know,
my life.
I don't think I'm good enough.
All right. Let's
I
get
think
him.
I'm going back to
Yeah, man, that worked.
All right.
Oh, stop. The bears suck, man. They're pretty rough.
No.
The gators can be rough.
Is she getting a shit ton of weight? I think she has, Lucy.
But yeah.
Did they used to fight 24/7? Yeah, there's been lots of scandals. I can list them. Some of them are actually pretty dark, like what Rev did to one of Shani's kids. The fight where he had the Scarlet A branded on his forehead and his head shaved because he was caught romancing another woman. You guys remember that? Did that woman turn out to be like a night worker or something like that? I forgot what happened a couple years ago with that. But the whole image of Rev with the A on his head has been like branded in the Shaniverse. Like you see it everywhere these days. Yes, Windsor is across from Detroit.
Bubblegum Shanny. Princess Bubblegum.
Yes, man.
Empty slot. First one.
That's right.
Yes.
Can you imagine that this man was driving a vehicle that was worth almost $100,000 at one point in time? What was it? What was it, like the Durango that he had? And how much is it? How much is a new Durango these days? Because I'm curious, because these vehicles are very expensive. But was it a? Can somebody tell me who knows the Shiniverse more than I do? Wasn't it like a Durango SUV that he had, and he had like high specs on it? So it was pretty expensive. Where are those kids? Those kids were taken away after the horrible conditions that we saw, but they were taken away from something for something else. I forgot the date of when that was, but I had it written down somewhere because I remember that. But yeah, she lost her kids, and I think those kids are in a better place though.
Save it.
Yep.
Okay, yay, this is fun. Game.
Mm.
It's always good. We're at what percent? Like 0.2? 0.2. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that he drove it out of state after defaulting on the payments. which is like a big no-no. Thank you. Always tired. Appreciate it.
10.2.
But he was releasing that Dodge Durango for some ridiculous price a month. But then again, that's when he had money. But if you know you're losing money and you're almost out of money, why would you still have a Dodge Durango? Why would you still have a place that's pretty expensive? Why would you still buy fur? Why would you still eat out at places like Ruth Chris and other places that are like super expensive? It just why would you lose 150 or $200,000 on crypto? Like I said, you got to be super silly to lose money on crypto because you can invest in Bitcoin 200K anytime within the past before present and you'd be making money. I know back in 21 it spiked and then it went all the way back down, but if you had huddled, you would have been extremely rich. Would be a millionaire right now, Rev and Shani.
Okay. Whatever.
Something
Third
like
chapter.
that.
I just want. Okay. we're going-
Yeah, exactly. The payment amount was $1,000 a month for a goddamn Dodge Durango. That's somebody's mortgage payment. So that's somebody's rent. But for a car, lose me with that. Do you know what happened to the Cadillac? Remember the Cadillac?
Pants. We want to do just black everything. So we're going.
Ranch
They're
pants.
$10. That said no. Ranch pants.
They're
No.
10.
Town pants, cuffed.
At black.
There's no black. That just okay. No,
Fancy pants.
this ain't working for me, man. I'm not fancy panting nothing. Cuff pants.
Oh.
Let's do
Everyday pants.
no Persian. A Persian vest, man.
Oh, he still
We
has
have
the
black on
Cadillac.
black. I'm going for here.
Mm-hmm. No, they don't have it.
Nothing black. No.
Classic.
I bought it anyway. It don't matter.
All right.
I don't need any of those crappy hats. Okay.
No.
Now boots. We're gonna go with the matte black boots.
Yeah.
Warren Roper.
There you go.
No, we're gonna go a little fancier. Too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna go $21. No, too
Mhm.
much.
No.
1950. That's
Mm.
gonna hit the spot. Black? No. Well, yeah, that's
Wax
like
fish.
the map.
Looking
Well, I'm
to
saying-
I mean, it really depends on your windfall. Like you can buy a car secondhand or new, just don't go overboard. But it really does depend on windfall. Like I said, if you use 3K to turn it into 46 million, even if you buy a 100K car, that really isn't gonna make a dent in your windfall because you still have $46 million. You can buy yourself a Caddy, you can buy yourself a Ferrari, whatever. But you really got to be smart with your money. You got to do the investments. You got to do what's right.
Somebody wants to
I
treat
assure
street
you.
meat because I could use something to eat. Like I just
Green
Papers?
curry would be beautiful.
that'd be amazing. Yeah. Oh man.
Of course, that's going to
100%.
For you, my peanut butter.
That's real nice. I hope somebody did because everybody got stuffed full of food. Nobody saved me anything. Nothing.
I gave you some.
You gave me 2 bites of the sub.
Did you want more?
Holy shit! I mean, I didn't eat anything.
Okay. Well, I
had like a serving of rice in the morning, and then everybody was getting filled up with food.
Well,
and they ate everything. Like everybody ate everything.
I apologize.
Nothing.
You should have been more.
Yeah, I
vocal.
should have been nothing because nobody even offered to give me like a piece of something. Nobody even offered, and they had 2 orders of food.
Would you like the rest of my Cinnabons?
No, I didn't want them. They were for you and them.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
is there anything
all
I
I got
can
was
do?
a bucket of small molasses, no food
Is there
whatsoever.
anything I can do?
No, there's nothing you can do.
I love
Thanks.
you.
He's pissed. Of course you would be. You're starving.
I
They
apologize.
bought shit for them twice. Like wow. Like I didn't have any
Facts, wicked.
Sorry. I love you.
whatever, man. It's fine.
We pinned it for Jason. Any noble people out there?
Any noble things.
Yes, noble people to help the Jason.
You know what's interesting about this? This actually does work. There's been many times Jason's come on and gave us a sermon for pizza told us about the Lord and, being a good Samaritan and whatnot and helping out your fellow neighbor, fellow person. And they do get sent money. It might be a little from somebody, might be a lot from somebody, but they do actually become successful by doing this.
JB the house elf. JB the house elf
Yeah.
needs a little bit of food, just like something.
Just a little bit.
Everybody had 3 portions. I had 0. So if I could get 1 portion of one thing, that would be fucking amazing. Like, wow.
I find that his sermons are repetitive, random fish, and he goes off into tangents. Yeah, I would describe his sermons as tangential, ranting
That would
tangentials.
be amazing.
That would be really great. Yeah.
I have not
The hungry
dot.
boy.
Mm-hmm.
I should have shared more of my sandwich with you. I didn't know.
No, it's fine.
Oh.
It's fine.
Oh, Gavin, don't eat the bag. Don't eat the bag.
Is the cat okay? How is Gavin? Like, if they don't have food for themselves, like, what are they feeding the cat? And if the cat's eating the bag, is it a paper bag? Is it because the cat's starving?
Poor baby boy. Oh, Nickelodeon.
This is so bad.
Should we put Star Trek on?
A literal lesson in wastefulness of having
We already
everything
seen
in
that
life.
stupid movie. You know?
Whatever on.
Put whatever on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. That's what I want to do, man. You're my honey buzz, and I love you. Even if you're a grouchy boy sometimes.
Yeah, because I didn't get
I
any
love my
not
grouchy
even 1 portion of
boy.
fucking food when there's 6 portions.
My
given around
grouchy
to
boy.
people. Yeah, grouchy, my asshole. Anybody would be.
Grouchy boy.
Anybody would be to not receive anything.
Grouchy
Mhm.
boy is hangry.
Like somebody could fucking have saved me 1 piece of something.
Grouchy boy is
Yeah,
hangry.
2 buckets of fries. 2 buckets.
Oh my god, baby, it's
Yeah,
okay.
oh my god. Like, that's not even reasonable to say, but it is. Like, it really is.
This is just sad. Are they heatless? I cannot answer that, Marie. I have not been catching up on Shiny and Rev. Maybe somebody who is into this a little bit more than I do, because I really haven't. Maybe Always Tired can answer. I really haven't listened to them much ever since they got out of G-Man's house that they were in, where they wanted to stay, and then they decided to book it to the uncle. So if somebody can answer, please do. But then again, this is a recent stream. This is what, like yesterday or maybe the day before. Why are you still bundled up? It's Pennsylvania. Was it cold?
I did.
You give me 2 bites of a sub.
And then you said you didn't want any more.
I did not say I didn't want any more. I wasn't offered anything else.
Oh my god,
By
Jason.
anybody. I
I'm
wasn't
done
offered-
with you
I
and the
wasn't
stupid
offered
food
anything
thing.
by anybody, and it's disgusting.
How is it disgusting? Every single time someone tries to offer you food, you say no.
Nobody offered me anything.
Will you stop
From these
this?
streams, it's disgusting.
Will you stop this, please? Will you please stop
Yeah, I
this?
vomited, ate so much.
My god.
What the hell am I supposed to put on anyway? I don't know what I'm putting on.
I don't know. Something interesting that will cheer you up so you're not an ass.
Yeah.
Yikes,
Stop
random.
saying stuff about me. It's very reasonable.
You're the
what
one
I
who's
said.
starting to be
It's
mean
very
to me.
reasonable what I said.
What
And
am
I'm-
why
and
are
I'm
you
moving on
arguing
now.
with me
And
about
I'm
this?
moving on now.
Are
So
you
shut up
sure?
and leave me the fuck alone. Shut up.
Are you sure? I hope you're okay now. Because I didn't do anything to you. My god.
Wow. Wow. He's extra. Of course, you'd be hangry. You're not getting the food that you need and whatnot. All right. Let's get into a little bit of Rev, and then after that, a little bit more of Rev, and then see. This is called Shiny for Christ. Example how Shiny scams. So let's go. Lisa Richards reminds you of Daniel Larson. Speaking of Daniel Larson, I guess I'm gonna have to do a catch up on him if there's any other court updates, but he's still in jail right now. On several indictments that are super serious, very federal. So, little orphan Shiny is seeking a kind, lonely, and generous elderly woman who can be a replacement mother that Shiny desperately needs. Shiny is dying and in excruciating pain. Shiny is all alone in this world. Please help. Yeah, she's really on that tip again. She's bigger than Foodie. You say, weight wise, I think they would be very close to each other. But
I
that's
need
just
to
my
speak with
opinion.
one of you today. All right, Michelle. All right. We're I want you to know, because I know you help. We're in need. If anybody, if you guys could give, we're in need. We got very little. We got some pasta for the day. That's like all we got in terms of food. So if you could help us out, God bless your heart, and we love
I
you.
just want to survive.
Yeah, and they're helping us.
Yeah.
I'll message you a way to get. Okay, that's cool, Michelle. Absolutely.
I love you, Michelle.
Yeah, you're
I
so
hope
kind.
You don't turn against me.
No, if you're look, Michelle, I'll just tell you right now.
That'll hurt.
I'm gonna
really
tell you
bad.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're gonna listen to people on the other side, you're gonna end up hating us. How much you need? The section girl, thank you. 20's good. You know, the prices are so high. I'd say $10, you know, and I go get a couple of you know, it's so expensive, everything. She said she loves both of us.
I love you.
You're so kind, you know.
Wow.
That would hurt. I would cry.
Do you realize how many friends we've had that we have lost because of these people that just lie? They lie. And then the person that's our friend goes, "Oh my God, I believe it." You know?
I would cry if I lost Michelle.
Michelle said I would never hurt you, Shanny.
That would hurt so bad.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm being all emotional.
It's all right. Shanny's crying, man. I'm sorry, honey. That girl with the cute kids. God bless you. We love you.
Are they? I guess they want donations because this is the only angle I'm thinking because they've done this so many times for so many years. This is the donation angle.
They really suck, Michelle. They've messed up our heads, man. Cherished is giving you hearts.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. For the real lovers, you know, you're great. Give her a big hug for me, Rev, please. I will. I should do that right now.
I actually can't even answer this, Sandra, about the government assistance. I think something got messed up with it and they can't get it at this moment. I could be wrong. This behavior is revolting, but this is the typical behavior that happens on the streams, is like they're constant begging streams.
Yeah, give me a second. I gotta give my girl a hug. Okay? I'm giving my girl a hug because she needs a fucking hug. Because of haters and assholes.
I love you.
I love you. Oh. Hug me.
Baby,
I love you.
I love.
She literally is crying, guys. She's crying.
I lost so many people, my family.
They literally made her family
hate me,
turn against her. I just did it. Thank you, Michelle. We love you.
She's a picky girl. Shiny is very picky about what she eats. They say beggars aren't choosers. Why the hell does he have a Rastafarian type hat? That hat would look better on me. Rev, that's the hat that I should be wearing.
They literally made like her brothers won't talk to her. Why do you think that is? Her mother would get on streams and tell people Shanny's a liar. She's blah, 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 blah. And they gave these people a platform to slander this girl for years. Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you, Michelle. Thanks, Rev. I love you, Shanny. Though, yeah,
I love you too, guys.
she would have gave you a hug right now if she were here.
You guys feel sad?
I missed something. I hope I get better. These sending love always in their thought. Thank you.
I still think that Rev wouldn't be capable of a regular job, or it will be hard for him. But there are jobs out there for people in certain situations where they have had drug or they have mental issues. There are accommodations for people like that. A lot of resources that maybe they do like part-time work for a couple hours a day, as much as they can handle.
Hate that you guys get bullied. It's not right. Thank you, Deanna. Thank you. It really opened my eyes on how quickly people stab you in the back. That's not the kind of person I am. Well, thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle.
No, that thing with Lisa, Lisa Anderson. Like, she's like, I want to be your mother. You should come out here and live with us.
How dare she tell 2 orphans that?
Yeah, exactly. I lost my mom and it pulled my heart out. Same thing happened with Shanny with her.
We don't have any parents. They're both dead and they do that to us. I want to be your parents. Of course we want parents.
Yeah. It's really messed up. It's really messed up.
That hurt really bad with Lisa.
But it's like, she's like, oh, come out here and live, and I could get you a job, Rev, and you'll love.
Yeah, remember the whole X-ray thing? She said it was an X-ray, but it was actually just a printout. I remember that. I remember streaming about that like 3 years ago almost. With the whole, she's faked many things. One of them is the big C. She's faked a lot of illnesses, a lot of syndromes, a lot of stuff, a lot of lies about her children.
Love the job. You could stay here as long as it. And then boom, one day.
Jerry says, "Why is PG saying she has called, emailed, or texted you? She hasn't called, emailed, or texted you since April 30th. That's because she's lying, dearie. Obviously, she's lying. If you listen to the voicemails give her away that she 100% contacted me last week, Thursday. When was that? That was on the 9th of May. She hasn't contacted me since my whole video came about. But yeah, that was the last time. He had a job at Burger King, but he quit.
Hey,
Yes.
It's just like, oh yeah, it's insane, guys. It's really crazy. I'm sorry, Joy. Your parents are gone too. Yeah, it hurts. It really hurts. I want to say it again just for new people that might have came in. We really in need for food. So you want to drop some money on us right now?
I'm
really
sorry. We've been asking so much.
Yeah, I know.
So
but we
fucking
have
I knew
to.
it.
We have to. We have no alternative.
I knew
The
she'd ask for
EBT
money.
card runs out too fast.
So they do get stamps. So they get stamps and they live in a place. I'm not even sure if they're even paying rent at the uncle's. They get food stamps. I bet they sell them for cigs. Maybe they do. So Sandra, there you go. There's your answer. They do get government assistance. They get the food stamps, but they come online because they still gotta have their cigarettes, maybe some alcohol. Who knows? But wow, okay.
And we have no money for food at that point, and then we rely on people's donations for even eating. It's what happens. And I'm sorry that it happens.
Facts,
God does
Molly.
know the truth, Molly. That's right. We'll be vindicated. I'm telling you, on Judgment Day. How was our day today? Thank you for asking, Deanna. It was fine. Some people blessed us, helped us. You guys are amazing. You just help us. You really do. And you're beautiful people. I love you. And the Lord will bless all of you guys that helped us. I guarantee it. She's been in pain all day and it's cold, Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I hear Shanny moaning in pain. If you could pray for Shanny's hips
Exactly that.
specifically. her hips are just like feeling like they're falling apart. So
Wow. Okay. So we got one more from Shanny and Rev. Then I'm all caught up. Here's the latest. Thank you so much, people, for watching this with me. Really appreciate it. Smash that like button.
get him, baby.
What's
Do you
this
think
called?
it's cool to ever spit on a woman?
The freak
Do you
out.
think it's ever okay to hock a loogie and spit right in a woman's face, dude? If the answer is yes to that, Bran, you need to have your ass beat real bad.
Oh, piece of shit!
So you spit on me too?
Yeah.
Ugh, what a fucking scumbag. Spit on her. Oh my God. No, how about that one video? I did fingers like that and I put it to her head and then I put it to my head, baby.
Yikes, man. He's getting aggressive.
Stop. Calm down. Calm down.
Yikes.
Calm down, honey.
Fucking demons ruined my existence. You fucking sacks of fucking shit destroyed my life.
I don't know what to say about that, but this is what happens when you are hungry, and you know what? You get stamps. You can I know get by if you're not exchanging them for cigs, smokes, and green, and maybe a little bit of alcohol. Who knows? But wow. This is why a lot of people in certain situations, those type of situations, get angry and they get violent with each other. I don't know what else to say about that, people. Thanks so much for watching this. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you. I am out of here. I will be back another time. There are all these great vids about cooking, like $1 dinners. Yeah, exactly. I've seen those before. Like a lot of budget cooking and whatnot, people using the resources that they have, to help themselves. But thanks so much, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Have a great one. TGIF, it's Friday. Have a great weekend if I don't see ya. And be safe. Bye bye.